I'm here with the head coach of our women's ice hockey team, Coach Tom O'Malley. Coach, thanks so much for coming down to our studios today.
Very happy to be here today.
And just jumping right into things, you guys are about to kick off your season in an exhibition game against Team China this Sunday. How does that opportunity to play international competition serve as a learning experience both on and off the ice for your team?
Yeah, first of all, we're really, really excited about it. The team is very excited about it, as well as the coaches. It's something that, it's a unique experience for us. We've never played an international team, and with this being an Olympic year coming up, it's huge for us. So, with the excitement, it's also going to give us an opportunity to see where we are right now at this point. We've been practicing hard, getting ready for the year, and Team China, the Olympic team, and that's going to be a nice kickoff for our season.
So why Team China?
Basically, their coaching staff had sent out, pretty much a global email looking, across the NCAA looking for opponents, and as soon as I received that, I jumped right on it. Said, yeah, we'd love to play her, So that's how the opportunity came about. I do know the head coach for them, Digit Murphy. She's a former coach at Brown University. We go way back, and it's just a great opportunity for our program. And I can tell you, the team and the coach is really excited about it. So.
And looking past this exhibition game and then into the regular season, what are the preparations that your team is making to improve off an already successful previous season when you guys finished 29-2? That season?
Yeah, as I always say to the team, as the coaches always say, are we satisfied? As great as the year we had last year, we want to be better this year. And we certainly have the players to do it. We've been practicing hard every day. We're getting better every day. We work on our special teams every day, which is a huge part of our preparation. And we're looking to have another great year.
And speaking about those preparations, in the off season, one of the big focuses is choosing that leadership for your team. You guys have chosen senior returners, Taylor Moreland and Brittany Smith, as your captains. What type of influence will they now have on the team as upperclassmen leaders? Yeah,
first of all, both of them are very good people. They're good people, they're good leaders, they're good hockey players naturally, but people look up to them. Just even in these first few weeks of the season, we have our individual meetings with our players, and a number of the freshmen have already brought up how they're really happy with, having Taylor and Brittany, as well as Carly Radovich and Devin Kane as the assistant captains, as their leaders. They set the course, they set the directive in the locker room, and they bring it out onto the ice.
Well, thanks, Coach. That's all the time we have for our Coach's Corner today. But you guys are definitely setting yourselves up for a successful season with your leaders and all the preparation going into this game against Team China. So best of luck in that exhibition game and then on into the regular season.
Great. Thank you very much. Happy to be here today.
And guys, for more Sacred Heart sports action, we have Sean Hamilton standing by with this week's Update Corner. Sean?
Thanks, Allison. We'll start this week's Update Corner with men's tennis. The Sacred Heart men's tennis team competed at West Point in the Army mock duels as they faced Army, UConn, and Wagner. In the singles match, sophomore Seiji Hasakawa defeated his opponent from UConn in 2 sets, 6-0 and 7-6, by winning the extra set 3-0. He also was triumphant against his Army opponent after losing the first set 4-6. He rebounded by winning the next 2 sets 6-4 and 10-8. After losing the first set 5-7, Christopher Souse was victorious against his UConn opponent in the next 2 sets, 6-0 and 10-7. Junior Derek Chapman prevailed against his Army opponent in 2 sets, 6-3 and 6-4. The doubles team of Hasakawa and Souse overpowered Wagner's duo 6-2. Senior Francisco Del Valle and junior Brian Einstos defeated Army's tandem 6-4. The next event for the men's team is at UConn on Sunday, October 15th. Next up is men's cross country. The Pioneers competed in the 106th New England Cross Country Championship at Franklin Park in Boston. Senior Trevor Guerrera finished 10th and was SHU's top finisher. Guerrera's time of 25:36 not only earned him all New England honors, but also earned him his second NEC Men's Cross Country Athlete of the week. In addition, the Sacred Heart women's cross country team also contended in the New England Cross Country Championship at Franklin Park. The Pioneers placed 8th out of 28 teams with an average time of 18:52. Leading the way was senior Kate Svensson, where her stellar performance with a time of 18:18 earned her 9th place in all New England honors. With this performance, she also was awarded the NEC's Women's Cross Country Athlete of the Week. Both teams are back in action when they head to Albany to compete at the 51st Annual University of Albany Cross Country Invitational on Saturday, October 14th. Finally, the Sacred Heart men's golf team competed in the Connecticut Cup at Ellington Ridge Country Club. The team as a whole shot very well with their best 3-round score of the fall with a 900. Senior Matt Shubley led the Pioneers with an impressive 1 under par to tie for 3rd overall. Junior Alex Manner bounced back off a rain-soaked first round with an impressive career low round of 71. The Pioneers will travel to Orange, New Jersey for a 2-day event to compete in the Metropolitan Collegiate Championship on Monday, October 16th. That's all we have for this week's Update Corner. I'm Sean Hamilton. Let's send it back to Gino and Adam at the desk.
Thanks, Sean. We had a busy week in women's volleyball as they faced off against 2 fierce NEC foes.
Yeah, that they did, Adam, and it was some hard-fought play from our women's volleyball team as they took on 2 conference opponents this past weekend. Looking to recover from recent struggles in conference play, the women's volleyball team took on CCSU at home on Friday night. Things did not get off to a hot start for the Pioneers as they quickly fell down 2-0 in the match. Despite being down early, though, SHU never gave up. They fought with everything they had in them to claw their way back into the game and tie the match up, snatching a close 27-25 victory in Game 4. But that is where their luck would end as they did not have enough fuel left in the tank to finish off the comeback, eventually losing the set 15-12 and the match 3-2. Despite the loss, Liesl Nellis and Michaela Dole both had 20-plus kills in this one, which led all hitters. Hoping to rebound after a very tough loss, the Pioneers then welcomed Bryant to the Pitt Center on Saturday for another NEC matchup. This time it was SHU who got out to a 2-0 lead and were sitting pretty, needing just 1 win to take the match. The Pioneers continued their dominance and were 1 point away from winning the match with a 5-point lead late in the 3rd set, but Bryant came storming back. They would take the 3rd set 32-30 and the 4th 25-18 to tie it up and send it to set 5. Once again, SHU would find themselves 1 point away from a match win, this time with a 1-point lead, but once again, they would fail to complete the task at hand and eventually lost the set 5, 17-15, and the match 3-2. Nellis found herself atop the kills list again with 18 in the match. The Pioneers will now welcome LIU Brooklyn to Connecticut as they continue conference play on Friday, October 13th on Family Weekend. For all those family members that can't make it out this weekend, the game will be aired on necfrontrow.com. As NEC play is in full swing for all of our fall sports teams, one team we haven't talked about is field hockey, who's underway in the Metro Atlantic. Adam, why don't you get us all caught up on how they're doing?
All right, after starting conference play off on the wrong foot, the field hockey team looked to get their first win in MAC play this past weekend. The field hockey team hosted MAC foe Siena Friday in their first conference home game. Sacred Heart took an early lead in the first half and didn't look back. The Pioneers received goals from sophomores McKenna Crawford and Marlena Kolner, as well as senior Nicole Tolley. The 3-1 victory by the Pioneers improves their overall record to 5-8 on the season and 1-1 in MAC conference play. Sacred Heart field hockey is back in action Sunday, October 15th, as they travel to Rhode Island to face off against MAC foe Bryant.
That's all the time we have for you on this week's SHU Sports Report. Be sure to tune in next week for all things Sacred Heart. For all of us here, I'm Gino Ganello.
And I'm Adam Chambers. Thanks for watching.